our last segment, we have Joyce Nuida, also a psychotherapist who's working with the Zonta Club of Makati Environs, you know, for the sexually abused children. So Joyce, maybe you could tell us, you know, where you can, wherever you're comfortable, in English or in Tagalog, um, yung bata na dumarating sa inyo na was a victim, you know, who's been sexually abused.
Most of our children came from poor family. For example, the victims of trafficking. They go into the clubs, they go into that kind of work because they need to help the family.
Yes.
And while the sexually abused victims, the young ones, their offenders mostly are family members.
All right. So when they get into the center, you know, describe them or tell us how you are able to connect with them, how you're able to reach, you know, reach them because they're in trauma or they're depressed or what. What do you do as a psychotherapist?
First, you need to build rapport with the children because when they enter MARILLAC, when they enter in the center, they don't really like it. They were removed in their family, not voluntarily. So you have to get their trust. And for the sexually abused victims, hindi ganon kadali yung tiwala because what
They're suspicious of everybody.
Yes, they feel that they were betrayed by someone they trusted. So it's not so easy to get their trust. So, but once you get their trust, you can build a trusting relationship, and then
they open up.
Yes,
and
they can tell you their stories, how they feel, and when they tell you how they feel, you can ask them questions, and then you can help them realize that you are not to be blamed on this situation. You are a victim.
Like what Joanne says, the guilt that they feel
Yes.
too, no? All right.
And you can also tell them that they are not responsible for the chaos within the family.
All right. So it takes time, of course, you know,
Yes.
to let them overcome these fears, the guilt, and you know, like the trauma. But like you said, with the pictures that we have here, you know, the different physical activities, visual arts, and all these programs that you prepare for them, no? So that helps a lot in, you know, making them to normalize. Or how would you call it, Joanne? To get back to the normal.
Well, to mitigate the effects of trauma.
All right, mitigate. All right. And so these are some pictures. This one, this young, very young. On the picture, they're very young. Huh? They're about what, 12, 13,
Yes.
and younger.
Yes, that's right. We also do have baking classes for the girls.
Yeah, I think baking and cooking is one good, very good therapy.
It is. It's excellent, excellent therapy for the kids. We have drama classes, as you can see. When the girls get engaged, they really, really get engaged in an activity. I think there's this innate desire to really want to throw oneself into an activity that will make you forget, even for a while, what you've gone through. And I'm encouraged by the fact that when you talk to them, it's not your typical cinema sexually abused child that they come and they look as though they're going to die any moment. Although we had situations wherein when the child first arrived, it would seem that way. But I would like to think that a lot of the girls are quite resilient. Even, most especially the younger girls, because they're so young that it hasn't truly impressed in their heads what exactly happened to them in their minds. The older children, those who are probably about 13, 14, 15, then they do have a better understanding of what's going on. And I think it would be harder to help them psychologically because there is an acute awareness of what's going on. Also, when you are a teenager, that's when your hormones
Yeah.
start to heighten up,
Right.
and it makes for great confusion, given that you are hormonally sensitive.
Right.
And then these things happen to you at the same time. It's really grounds for great confusion. And
Confusion, depression.
oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
There is sexual confusion. We have cases wherein girls who are not born homosexual start experimenting with fellow females simply because one, maybe there's a hatred for men, or
Yeah.
two, it's just simply because they're confused, right? A lot of the girls having experiences for the first time actually want to explore it because it's something that's new and they're not guided. And so all the more reason to actually educate them on what's
Right.
going on.
And there's the value formation also.
There's values formation, but truly, again, in an environment of non-judgment. There are churches that or religious organizations that do come into Marillac
Alright,
Hills.
Yeah.
But really, as far as the psychological center is concerned, we are very secular. So we don't go through that route.
Right.
You know. But for a lot of them, there will be solace with religious guidance.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So, Joanne, we were talking about people who would like to do something,
Yes.
would like to volunteer, but they don't know where, they don't know how.
Right.
Maybe you can tell our viewers how to get in touch, those who would like to
Sure.
share their talent, share their resources.
We have a website. The Zonta Club of Makati and Environs has a website.
All right.
They can just Google Zonta Club of Makati and Environs, and they will be directed straight to the website. All our contact information is there.
All right.
We try to make it as easy as possible for volunteers to be able to do what they want to do. We try to make it as easy for them as possible.
Yeah.
We check their schedules. We make sure to know exactly how they want to help, and we try to organize it in such a way that it will be easy for them.
All right.
Right now, our greatest needs are tutoring for the children, because as I said, a lot of them do not have a hard time following the curriculum, and they need some extra
Coping up,
boost.
no?
Yes,
Yeah.
they do need one-on-one tutoring that will be helpful in English or math or science, those three in particular.
Yeah.
Or something as simple as reading to the girls. Our young kids, we have seven-year-olds and 8-year-olds who would love to be read to. Anybody who could give yoga or ballet or dance workshops, that would be great. Sports, singing, any of these activities. If anybody can volunteer to teach any of those activities, that would be welcome for us. That would be great.
All right. So it could be incorporated in this different programs that you have for the children.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. All right. So we have that Zonta Club of Makati and Environs.
Yes,
Right.
just Google that,
Yes.
Zonta Club of Makati and Environs, and you will be directed immediately to our official website.
Okay.
And there, all the contact information is there.
Yeah. Well, just so to mention, also you have in the Zonta Club of Makati and Environs, you also have other programs, right? Like feeding programs and some.
That's right.
Healthcare.
I really have to mention this. We also network with a lot of other organizations. Our champions, in fact, for our psychological center are the women from SHOM. This is Spouses of Heads of Mission.
Yes, yes.
We are
I saw the
eternally,
pictures,
yes,
please,
we are
yeah.
eternally grateful to the SHOM ladies, because
Yeah.
without them,
Spouses of Head of Mission.
yes, the Spouses of Heads of Mission.
Yes.
Without them, the center would not be able to run as well as it has been running. They have believed in us. They have donated considerably to our cause, and they have been the perfect partners. So we're forever grateful to SHOM.
Yeah, and even if they end their post and the new ambassadors and their spouses arrive, they still continue this
absolutely.
project.
They've
Yeah.
been with us for 4 years already.
Alright, yeah.
Yes, and also there's the continued Catholic development of San Antonio and Forbes. They've been also helpful in terms of funding our performance arts workshops. That's wonderful. Liate in particular has been very helpful. So we are ever grateful to these very strong and passionate women. But I think
Who would like to help improve the lives of
yes,
our
and I would
less,
like to enjoin
yeah.
other women to help us as well,
Yeah.
men and women. Anybody who has the heart to make a
Yeah.
difference.
Especially the ladies who launch, who launch, you know, the
yes,
ladies
those
who launch.
leisure ladies who launch,
Leisure,
yes.
yeah. All right. Okay, so thank you for joining me this
Thank you so
evening.
much.
And I hope that our viewers out there would take the time, you know, to Google Zonta Club of Makati and Environs,
yes.
Environs, you know, to be able to help the Psychological Center for Sexually Abused Children in Marillac.
Yes.
That's in Alabang.
So thank you so much.
All right, so I hope that, you know, you could update me and maybe we could appeal again to our viewers out there to help out the resources, pay it forward in whatever little way you can. Please do make your contribution.
Thank you.
All right, so that's all for tonight. Thank you for joining us. This is Consul Aneta Plan of Icons and Circles.